What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And today we're going to talk about the information that was just dropped by SpaceX. If you don't know what SpaceX is, it is pretty much the direct competitor to NASA. They have been doing space missions here and there. They actually just sent, they're working on getting to Mars. That is, the ultimate goal for Elon, because again, he always says, why are we a single planet humanity? Right? He believes that we can expand into different planets. But regardless, the information is that CNBC just dropped is that SpaceX accepts Dogecoin as payment to launch DOGE-1 Mission to the moon next year. Elon promised this via Twitter, saying that he will get Dogecoin to the moon. His whole thing, his whole tease about it was he was like, guys, I'm going to make a literal Dogecoin go to the moon, as the price has been surging. So this comes very shortly after the SNL Live flop, if you will, right? A lot of people were not very happy with how little Dogecoin was brought up, but in my opinion, again, I think he gave it enough publicity with having the little crypto dialogue about what cryptocurrencies are, and then specifically talking about Dogecoin and how it has, the strong potential in the future to be, a potential monetary or form of currency. So again, the fact that this just dropped today on Sunday, so Elon Musk's SpaceX will launch the DOGE-1 mission to the moon in the first quarter of 2022, with the company accepting the meme-inspired cryptocurrency as payment. Guys, I told you, people have been laughing at the fact that people are saying that there will be potential utility for Dogecoin. If that ever happens, it will surpass the dollar. Right? And there has been a lot of different forecasts out there regarding where Dogecoin might hit in the future. There's currently this social media barrier of $1, but guys, if all these things happen and it actually gets adopted as a form of currency, why can't it hit $2? Why can't it hit $5? These are all possibilities. Now, on the way there, of course, there's going to be a lot of volatility in the market and a lot of fluctuation back and forth, up and down. So you have to be able to stomach this. Now I'll talk about kind of what I'm expecting, what we're going to see hopefully in the coming future of Dogecoin within the next few days, weeks, and even months. But before I do that, I want to give a quick shout out to the Webull affiliate that I have below. If you do click the link and you want to buy Dogecoin, if you haven't already, Webull is a one-stop area to actually do that, where you can go buy Dogecoin. They started allowing trading as of April 20th, so a lot of people have started doing so, including myself. That's actually where I bought more of my Dogecoin, on my Webull brokerage account. So you get 2 free stocks when you deposit $100, valued up to $1,850. So you get one stock between $2.50 and $250, an additional one between $8 and $1,600 just for creating an account and depositing $100. So get your free money, folks. Click the link below. And also for BlockFi, get your free Bitcoin up to $250 of Bitcoin just for depositing money into your BlockFi account. So don't miss out on these opportunities. Don't be those who just overlook these things and then say, hey, why didn't I do that in the past? Now, back to this. So Geometric Energy Corporation announced that Dogecoin funded mission on Sunday, with DOGE-1 representing a 40-kilogram cube satellite flying as a payload on a Falcon 9 rocket. SpaceX Vice President of Commercial Sales, Tom Occhiniero, sorry if I butchered his name, said in the statement that DOGE-1 will demonstrate the application of cryptocurrency beyond Earth orbit and set the foundation for intraplanetary commerce. Guys, this is just, it's amazing, because again, all these catalysts are coming for Dogecoin, right? In terms of the price action and the reaction from people, we're still, again, slowly but surely making a recovery back from the 47, 46. It actually dropped to 43 cents overnight after the SNL performance. A lot of whales got out, which is fantastic, right? Over $13-14 billion was stripped out of Dogecoin, which isn't a bad thing. We want the whales out, and we want the new retail investors in. We want diamond handers in, paper handers out. Because typically speaking, when it comes to buying pressure and increasing price or value in any cryptocurrency or stock in the stock market, especially when it comes to Dogecoin, the more people hold, the more people buy, right? Because when there's buying pressure, when there's holding, there's buying pressure ultimately. And we know that this is an, it's an inflationary coin, right? So, it's an inflationary coin, not an anti-inflationary coin. So basically all that means is people who buy into Dogecoin and Dogecoin in general, there's continuous new Dogecoins being circulated as part of the circulating supply. Currently, there's 129.53 billion Dogecoins out there circulating, and this number will only increase every single day. Again, just looking at some of the things that I've been reading, if not in more, at the very minimum, for it to break even, if there was no selling at all, there needs to be an additional $750,000 put into Dogecoin on a day-to-day basis for its price to at least stay flat. But of course, lately we've seen billions and billions of dollars coming into Dogecoin because people are anticipating this thing is not going to just get to $1, but it's going to continue to skyrocket thereafter. And in my opinion, as these things come about, right, SpaceX launching Dogecoin to the moon, that's going to cause a lot of media attention. And when anything is covered by the media, what happens? More buying pressure, right? People are buying this, not necessarily a rumor anymore, but still just buying into this new currency, new crypto platform, and thinking, hey, if this thing has some potential, it's less than $1, why not? And that's the big thing that I want to talk about with Dogecoin. Look how inviting of a coin it is. Look at the branding. Currently sitting at 54 cents per coin. What's easier to buy for someone like you and I, right? A retail investor. A Bitcoin, right? The most popular cryptocurrency at $57,000, almost $58,000. Or a Dogecoin at 56 cents, right? It's much easier for someone to say, hey, I have 100 Dogecoins that I bought, right? That's only $56. But can you say I have 100 Bitcoins? No. Rather, most of us will say I have 0.000001 Bitcoin, which again, it's not as attractive as having, a wholesome amount of something like Dogecoin. So I think that's one of the bigger things, is that it's so cheap, but by market cap, it's actually not. So that's what makes it so unique, is that, again, if it does reach $1, $2, $3, $5 in the future, which again, some of the forecasts, right, some of these crypto analysts are saying this thing over the next decade can not only double, triple, quadruple, but it can still go to $5, potentially even $10 by 2026, 2027, which are things that we should not overlook. And do not let those whales that are selling out and manipulating the price affect your decision on holding. Because you have to be able to stomach basically 50, 60, 70, 80% fluctuations in price up and down if you're someone that's going to diamond hand something like Dogecoin. Now, again, not everyone needs to do that, right? Some people just want to buy into this, make a profit. And I always say, take your profits when they come. Don't be silly. Don't be someone that just, for example, the Dogecoin millionaire, I really appreciate the fact that he's diamond handing this thing so strong. But if he's up a couple $1 million, take some profits, make sure you're eating, make sure your family's eating and taken care of, right? And then leave the rest in, let it fly, keep your initial investment in, let it fly. And so Dogecoin, if it does reach $5 or $10 and you have 100,000 Dogecoins, hey, you just made yourself a nice sum of money. But again, always try to do things. And for me, what I do, not for financial advice by any means, right? Rather, I put you guys on a place that I'm in all my videos. But for me, with Dogecoin specifically, what I'll always say is dollar cost averaging in, right? We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Yes, some news came out, and it seems like weekdays, typically, more people are interested in trading. And on the weekends, they take their time off, stay away from it. But again, that changes, of course, week to week, month to month. And we've seen, buying and selling pressure on the weekends. But regardless, I think with all this positive news coming out, tomorrow it's going to probably be on headlines, etc., because it's already on CNBC, CNN, etc. It's going to become, vast news, something that everybody hears about. And of course, that's going to create more of a buying pressure. So for all of us that got in, you guys know that I bought more at 49 cents a coin for Dogecoin. But again, that doesn't mean that I made the right decision. Rather, I just thought it was a pretty acceptable entry point from where it sold off, right? So if we look at the month chart, we saw this thing peak at around 72, 73 cents. It pulled back heavily to 44. I bought in at 49 cents thinking maybe we reached bottom, but we didn't. So again, with the same amount of selling pressure, there was huge buying pressure. If we look at let's just look at the 1 hour here. If you look at the 1 hour, look at this. Buy. Look at the candles. It's just been a lot of buying ever since this news dropped. So again, for the future of Dogecoin, I truly think that it's very bright. Again, as long as you're able to stomach and are willing to lose your initial investment, right? Put in money that you're not worried about. It's not your rent money, not your mortgage, not your car payments, whatever it might be. No, put money in there that you'll be able to put and forget, and then look back at it in a couple years and say, wow, I made a killing. And hopefully that's the case for all of us. because again, we always look at the 1 year chart, and that's the most fascinating thing to me. It was at 6 cents a share, just not even a year ago. Here's the 1 year chart. It was at 0.02 cents a share. So guys, look at the numbers, crunch the numbers. If you put in $1,000 back then, where is it at now? If you put $1,000 now, where is it going to be in 5 years? That's always the most intriguing thing, because if it reaches $1, I think more buying pressure is going to be present. $2, $3, $4, even $5 is possible. Nothing is impossible. I know people kept saying, what did the naysayers say, right? It's not going to reach a cent. It's not going to reach 10 cents. It's not going to reach 20. It's breaking past all these barriers. So guys, always be careful with your investments. And thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, keep investing.